Imagine this, your dream of being in Bollywood since childhood. You rehearse in the mirror, cry in auditions, wait for that one chance, and finally it happens. You get a call from Yashraj Films, the biggest banner in India. You sign the contract thinking your life is made. But what if that same contract slowly takes your dreams away? What if the deal that promised fame silently destroys your future? Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the real stories behind the glamour. Today we are talking about YRF, the mighty empire that shaped Bollywood, built superstars, and created the most controversial three contract system that changed destinies for better and for worse. Before starting the video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Before we get into the secrets of contracts and careers, let's step back and talk about the giant behind them, Yashraj Films. Founded in 1970 by the legendary Yash Chopra, YRF wasn't just another production house, it was a dream factory. A place where stories weren't just told but felt. A place where music, emotions, and romance came alive on the big screen, leaving audiences spellbound. Thinking about it, films like Daag, Kabhi Kabhi, Silsila, and Dil To Pagal Hai didn't just entertain, they redefined love, desire, and human emotions in Indian cinema. Yash Chopra wasn't just directing films, he was crafting moments that would live in hearts for generations. And then the baton passed to his son, Aditya Chopra. A visionary in his own right, Aditya took the legacy forward, transforming YRF from a film production house into an empire, a brand, and a studio system. With Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, he didn't just make a movie, he created a phenomena. The longest running film in Indian history. It became a symbol of romance, tradition, and the magic of cinema itself. Under Aditya's leadership, YRF became the dream destination for every aspiring actor. It wasn't just about signing films, it was about signing your dreams. Every newcomer wanted the red ribbon logo on their first film because that logo meant opportunity, visibility, and a chance at immortality in Bollywood. But YRF wasn't just about films, it was also about music, the kind that didn't just play in theaters, it stayed in our hearts forever. Thinking about it, when you hum Tujhe Dekha To Ye Jana Sanam, or when Chand Sifarish plays at a cafe, that's not just nostalgia, that's YRF magic. Their music had emotion, poetry, and perfection. It wasn't made to trend, it was made to last. In the early days, Yash Chopra worked with musical legends like Khayyam, Shiv Hari, and Jatin Lalit. The result, melodies like Kabhi Kabhi Mere Dil Mein and Dil To Pagal Hai, timeless classics that defined love for generations. And then came the 2000s, an era when YRF music officially became its own label. They stopped depending on outside companies and built their in-house music empire. Suddenly, YRF wasn't just producing films, it was producing Bollywood's heartbeat. Every YRF movie had a musical soul. Either it was Mohabbatein teaching us about love through violence, Veer Zara reviving Lata Mangeshkar's golden voice, or Dhoom giving India its first taste of stylish pop rock. YRF soundtracks defined eras. And who can forget the magic of composers like Vishal Shekhar, Pritam, Salim Suleiman, and Shankar Ehsaan Loy, and many others working under the YRF banner, creating music that became part of our lives. Every song carried that YRF signature, classy, emotional, unforgettable. YRF didn't just create songs, they created eras. Every decade had its anthem. The love ballads of the 90s, the energetic bangers of the 2000s, the modern romantic hits of the 2010s. Their music albums weren't just soundtracks, they were memories carefully composed to live forever. And that's why YRF isn't just a film company, it's a feeling. A feeling that begins with a melody and ends with a story. But behind that melody and glamour lies a structure so powerful it can launch dreams or silence them completely. From melodies that ruled the radio to movies that ruled the box office, by the 2000s, Yash Raj Films had become the beating heart of Bollywood. It wasn't just a studio anymore, it was a symbol of success. If your film started with the YRF logo, that red ribbon unfurling across the screen, the audience already trusted. Because YRF meant quality, glamour, and emotion. It was the Bollywood dream wrapped in perfection. Every actor in the industry wanted to be a YRF hero or a YRF heroine. For newcomers, it meant instant recognition. For struggling actors, it meant a second chance. Because YRF had something that no other banner had, a reputation of turning ordinary faces into household names. Think about it. Shah Rukh Khan wasn't the king of romance until YRF gave him films like Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, Veer Zara and Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi. Those weren't just films, they were crowns that built his legacy. Then came the new generation, Anushka Sharma, who made her debut alongside SRK in Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi, Ranveer Singh, the energetic outsider who exploded on screen with Band Baja Barat, Pariniti Chopra, Bani Kapoor, Arjun Kapoor, Ayushmann Khurrana, all products of YRF's talent pool. YRF became like a university of stardom. You entered as a student, you came out as a star. Even when some careers began to fade, YRF revived them with iconic comebacks. Because when YRF backed you, the industry noticed. From love stories like Mohabbatein and Fana to stylish thrillers like Dhoom and War, YRF ruled every genre. They defined how Bollywood looked, sounded, and felt. Every frame was polished, every character had charm. It was storytelling with soul and spectacle. But behind this glittering success, behind the fame, music, and glamour, there was also control, a system that decided who gets to rise and who must wait. And that's where the story of YRF's three contract rule begins. A policy that could either create a superstar or silently end a career. The three contract rule, a system not written in headlines but whispered about in every Bollywood corridor. A policy that could turn a struggling actor into a superstar overnight or quietly erase their name from the industry. You see, when YRF signs new talent, they don't just give them a role, they own their journey. Every actor from debutants to mid-level stars is often asked to sign a three-film deal. It's YRF's way of securing exclusive talent, ensuring loyalty, and shaping careers their way. Now that's how it works. Once an actor signs this deal, they belong to YRF for those three films. They can't act for any other production house unless YRF allows it. Every film, every photo shoot, every endorsement passes through the studio's filter. At first, it sounds like a dream stability, big projects, guaranteed visibility. But there's a hidden catch. If YRF doesn't offer the next film soon, the actor can't go elsewhere either. They are locked, stuck in silence. Months turn into years and their prime time quietly fades away. Imagine having the biggest banner in your resume, yet being invisible to the rest of the industry. That's what the contract could do. It protected YRF's interest, but sometimes at the cost of the artist's freedom. This wasn't entirely new. Hollywood studios once used the same system. Actors were under exclusive contracts, unable to work outside their home studios. YRF brought that same strategy into modern Bollywood, a mix of glamour, control, and calculated power. For some, the three contract rule became a launchpad to fame, but for others, it became a cage with golden bars. Because in the YRF world, one thing was clear: the banner always decides the pace of your destiny. And that's where the divide begins between the stars who rose under YRF's protection and those who fell silent because of the very system they trusted. For some, the YRF's contract wasn't a trap, it was a golden ticket. Because when Yash Raj Films believes in you, they don't just sign you, they create a star. Take Ranveer Singh for example. An outsider with no film background, no godfather, just pure talent and energy. When YRF took a chance on him with Band Baja Barat in 2010, nobody expected the explosion that followed. Ranveer wasn't just a debutant, he became the face of a new Bollywood. Overnight, YRF turned him from a nobody into one of the industry's most electric performer. And it didn't stop there. Anushka Sharma, another YRF find, made her debut alongside none other than Shah Rukh Khan in Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi. She wasn't from a film family either, but YRF gave her that perfect platform, a film that introduced her to millions in one go. From there, her journey never looked back. Then came Pariniti Chopra, charming, bubbly, full of freshness. She began her career behind the scenes at YRF. But Aditya Chopra noticed her spark, offered her a contract, and soon she was winning hearts in films like Ladies vs. Ricky Bell and Nishat Sathe. All because YRF saw something in her that others didn't. And let's not forget talents like Vani Kapoor, Arjun Kapoor, and Ayushmann Khurrana, who also started their journeys under this powerful banner. YRF gave them not just films but a brand identity. They weren't just actors anymore, they were YRF stars. For these names, the three film contract worked like magic. It provided security, visibility, and unmatched marketing. It turned unknown faces into household names, proving that sometimes a powerful system can lift you higher than you ever imagined. But not everyone's story had that fairy tale ending, because for every star who soared, there was another whose wings were clipped before they could even fly. And one name changed the entire conversation: Sushant Singh Rajput. Sushant wasn't just an actor, he was a dreamer, an outsider who fought his way from television to the big screen. When he signed with YRF, it was supposed to be the breakthrough, the partnership that would take him from being the TV guy to a film star. And for a while, it worked. His first film with YRF, Should Desi Romance, won hearts and critics alike. It proved Sushant could lead a film, carry emotions, and make audiences connect. Then came Detective Bomkesh Bokshi, an experimental role, bold and ambitious. It showed his range and passion for cinema beyond formula films. But behind the curtain, things weren't as smooth as they seemed. According to multiple industry reports and leaked contract details, YRF's restrictive clauses stopped Sushant from signing other films without their approval, and the permissions often never came. Projects that could have changed his career, films like Bajirao Mastani, Golio Ki Raslila, Ram Leela, even Padmavat, all reportedly slipped through his hands and went to Ranveer Singh, another YRF favorite at the time. While Sushant waited, others moved ahead. When he tried to step out to work with other directors and banners, disagreements began, and soon YRF simply stopped offering him new films. That dream contract, the one every newcomer would kill for, had turned into a silent blockade. In interviews, Sushant often spoke about wanting creative freedom, wanting to explore, to challenge himself. But in an industry ruled by influence and alliances, freedom came with a price: isolation. After his sudden demise in 2020, fans and media began to question: did the system fail him? Did Bollywood's biggest banner, the same one that gave wings to so many, clip the wings of one of its brightest talents? It's a question with no easy answers. Because in a world built on dreams and contracts, sometimes it's not talent that decides your fate, it's power. And this isn't just about one actor. The story opened a wound, one that exposed how Bollywood's biggest names, banners, and contracts can sometimes control who rises and who fades away. When Sushant's story came to light, it didn't just expose a tragedy, it cracked open a door that Bollywood had kept closed for decades. Behind the lights, behind the glamour, there's a system powerful, silent, and deeply political. In the film industry, control isn't just about money or fame, it's about influence. Who gets the next script, who gets the song, who sits on talk shows, all of it can be shaped by invisible hands sitting in big glass offices. And one of those offices has often been linked to the same contracts we just discussed: Yash Raj Films. For years, many insiders whispered that YRF's exclusive deals were a way to control the talent market. It kept newcomers loyal, yes, but it also kept competitors out. If YRF didn't want a certain face to rise, that face simply disappeared. And then came a shocking twist, a glimpse into this system, not from a journalist, but from inside the industry itself. When Aryan Khan, the son of Bollywood's biggest superstar, began working on his own web series, The Bats of Bollywood. Early reports said that this show would explore the dark side of fame and the power play of film contracts. And when the series released, many industry behind the scenes came under the spotlight. And one of those scenes was a director signing 3 contracts with the star. Aryan never mentioned any names, but fans began connecting dots. Because there is only one big production house who does that. Everyone started thinking, was he talking about YRF's infamous 3 contract rule or not? Because he didn't just show the 3 contract signing, he showed many dark sides that will make you question the whole system in Bollywood. No doubt, this was the first time someone from within the film dynasties was acknowledging the hidden politics that outsiders have long feared. Maybe because he was Shah Rukh Khan's son, that's why he could show this, or else no one else would have that guts. Because let's be honest, in Bollywood, careers aren't always about talent. They are about timing, networks, and who controls the narrative. Sometimes big stars and banners collaborate not to create art but to protect their circle. And when an outsider dares to step in, the system often pushes back. This is the darker side of the dream factory where power can decide who shine and who vanish. Where a simple signature on a contract can either open heaven's gate or lock you out forever. And that's why we should never forget that Bollywood isn't just about lights, camera, and action. It's about knowing when to trust the spotlight and when to protect yourself from it. So, if you are dreaming of Bollywood, dreaming of lights, fame, applause, remember this. Not every glittering studio light is gold. Some shines to guide you, others blind you. Behind the red carpets, designer suits, and smiling faces lies a system, a silent wave of power, politics, and control. A world where one signature can decide your destiny and one decision can erase years of hard work. Contracts, they can open doors that change your lives forever, but the same paper can also lock those doors so tight that even talent can't break through. In Bollywood, dreams don't just need passion, they need protection because in this city of stars, every dream comes with a price. And that brings us to the truth every dreamer must face, the thin line between opportunity and illusion. YRF will always remain a symbol of excellence in cinema. No doubt about that. But it's also a reminder in the film industry, power comes with control. And for every dreamer entering this world, stay alert, stay aware, and never sign your soul away for stardom. Here we brought you the untold truth behind Bollywood's shining world. If you like this deep dive, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because next time we might expose another hidden side of the industry. Until then, stay real, stay curious. Thanks for watching.